All right, let's talk about something huge for any business, finding the right commercial space. It's a massive decision, right? But it's also a process that's just loaded with hidden complexities. Today, we're going to break down why getting an exclusive real estate team on your side isn't just a nice to have, it's an absolutely powerful strategic move. So let's just set the stage here. The world of commercial real estate. It's basically a maze. It's a high stakes scheme, it's incredibly demanding, and you know what? For most businesses, it's totally unfamiliar territory. It's the kind of challenge that can suck up your resources, slam the brakes on growth, and lead to some really costly long term mistakes. And this all leads to a really critical question that every single business leader has to face. When it's time for that new lease, or maybe you're expanding or relocating, are you really ready for what's coming? The answer to that can literally shape the future of your entire company. Let's be blunt about this. The whole process is a minefield. Most companies, and I mean almost all of them, just don't have the time or the people for the kind of deep dive property research and complex analysis that's required. It ends up being this huge distraction, pulling your best people into a world of confusing legal terms and, frankly, a lot of hidden financial traps. And this, right here, is the real cost. Every single hour your leadership team is out there touring properties or trying to figure out lease clauses is an hour they are not spending on what they do best, running and growing your business. That loss of focus, that's the biggest hidden expense of all. So what's the way out of this maze? Well, it's all about bringing in an expert guide, a single dedicated partner who knows the terrain inside and out and is totally committed to getting you through it in one piece. I mean, just think about the chaos for a second. Juggling calls from a dozen different property reps, all telling you different things. An exclusive partner just cuts right through all of that noise. It creates one single streamlined channel for everything. All the market data, all the financial analysis, all the big strategic talks. They all flow through one expert who is completely dialed into what your company actually needs. And the value doesn't stop with just one person. Oh no. A great broker brings their entire network to the party. All of a sudden, you've got access to their trusted specialists in construction, architecture, IT infrastructure. All those crucial pieces you need to plan a move that goes off without a hitch. So this expert guidance, it's really built on three core pillars. Getting things done efficiently, having real leverage in the market, and of course, absolute trust. It all starts with efficiency. An exclusive arrangement is specifically set up to give you back your most valuable asset, your time. It makes sure that your expert's success is tied directly to your success, so their goals are aligned with your best interests right from day one. Now, this brings us to leverage. When landlords know that you're being represented by a professional, someone who's looking at all the options objectively, the whole dynamic just shifts. They get it. They realize they have to actually compete for your business, and that leads to fair treatment and way better terms for you. It really boils down to this key idea. A good broker will literally force the market to compete for you, the tenant. The goal isn't just to find you a space. The goal is to create a situation where landlords are actively bidding against each other for your business. That's what forces them to put their best and final offers on the table, giving you maximum negotiating power. The final, and maybe most important piece, is trust. And that's built on total transparency. A real partner isn't afraid to show you everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly of every potential deal. Their job is to protect you, not just to close a transaction. And that trust, it stands on a foundation of accountability, objectivity, and loyalty. First up, accountability. In an exclusive arrangement, there's no confusion, no gray area. Your broker is 100% accountable to you and only you. Their entire focus is on giving you the best service and the best advice to serve your interests, because you're their only client in the deal. Second is objectivity, and this is a big one. An exclusive broker works for you, not for a landlord. That means they can show you every single available option on the market without any bias. You get the full, unvarnished picture of what's out there, not just a limited view of properties they might have a personal stake in. And finally, there's loyalty. This is absolutely crucial. A loyal broker is going to tell you the hard truths. If a last-minute issue pops up that isn't in your best interest, they'll tell you about it, even if it means blowing up the entire deal. They're playing the long game here, because the relationship with you is way more important than any single commission. So, how does all this good stuff actually happen? Well, it's not magic. It's a structured professional process. There's a proven work plan that acts like a roadmap, making sure every single detail is managed from the very start to the very end. And this roadmap is really comprehensive. It moves you systematically through each phase. You start deep with strategy and figuring out what you really need. Then comes the market search and evaluating all the options. After that, it's expert negotiation and paperwork, and finally managing all the complexities of design, construction, and the move itself. It's a holistic approach that makes sure nothing gets missed.
Look, at the end of the day, navigating the commercial real estate market is one of the biggest financial decisions your company is ever going to make. Partnering with an expert doesn't just make it easier, it helps ensure you're making the right decision.
So let's end with this thought. Your business is your passion, maybe even your life's work. It deserves expert guidance during these make-or-break moments. When you look back at all the complexity, the risks, the time it takes, the real question isn't whether you can afford an expert, it's whether you can truly afford to go it alone.